Now, a lot of these, this book was out before some of my trainers were born. I'm joking. But I always tell them, they're like, gosh, I was a child when that book came out. But that book, guys, 1998, Life for Life. The cookbook that goes with it is called Eating for Life. Check that out. Bill Phillips, long story short, 35 minutes out there. Long story here. Bill Phillips is the most successful guy in fitness. Many of you might have even had a couple of his products, Myoplex. If anybody ever drank Myoplex, some people do protein bars like Simply Way. If you go to Sam's Club, the Simply Way protein that they sell at Sam's Club, that is actually from his company, which he's went on and sold this company and got out of fitness and is back into the can. But the thing about the book was there was a system of 12 weeks. 12 weeks is that magic number back in 1998 that he used, and then 65% of people, if they could stay focused for that 12-week period, are very successful in the long term. But what he used was this calendar. You had to track what type of activity that you did each time. So, for example, like I mentioned before, the way he did it was he did weights one day, then he did some cardio, then he did some weights, then he did some cardio, then he did some weights, and then either he took the weekend off or maybe he did some light activity. And over a period of 12 weeks, this tracking measure of accountability worked very well. Well, what I did is I used this with a client. Again, in the past, I did a lot of personal training, which I still train this individual today. She's only two that I only train 2 people now. And this individual was a client that had worked with a great friend of mine who's an amazing personal trainer. He was kind of my mentor at the starting. And but as his life was changing and schedules were changing, he wasn't able to keep with her. So he referred her to me. So when I was visiting with her, her question was, what are you going to do for me that that might have been for me? But one thing that I had that I felt I could help her with was accountability methods such as this. So what I did, knowing her type of lifestyle, and check this out, her lifestyle was eating, no jokes, eating out 6 days a week, twice a day. They eat breakfast at home. They have a beautiful home. I mean, they have an amazing, amazing kitchen, but they don't use it. Okay? They actually they eat out. She eats out, but they eat 4 times a week. Okay? She still does that today. Now, one key for long-term success in fitness is only one thing, though, but it is at-home support system. A home support system. If you can have 2 on board, your success in the long term is even better. But if not, that's only one way. I mean, if you can get the other spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend on board with you, your long-term success is huge. Knowing her in-home support was not there. So what I had to figure out was, with her type of lifestyle, with 2 knee replacements, her age of 48 at the time, 260 pounds, what was I going to do to help her? She wasn't doing boot camp. Boot camp wasn't the thought of back in those years. She was doing light activity. She would go to the mall and walk with a friend. She would swim. They have a pool, so she would swim. She would walk the dog. She would do weights with Steve. She would do light cardio in her home. But what I figured out with her sort of lifestyle, she needed 420 minutes of fitness a week. That's a lot of fitness. But she did not that might work in the beginning to help you lose inches and lose fat or start something. But eventually, that same intensity level, your body is what they call homeostasis. Your body is smart. It doesn't like work. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like to exercise. It's a foreign invasion to the body when you exercise. That's why it's very challenging to do. But, so one thing you could do is, without falling off the stage here, let's say I'm walking like this, maybe a light bulb outside. The next light bulb, I'm power walking, like I'm in the mall, shopping, okay? Then I go back to a slow pace, then I go to a fast pace, then a slow pace, a fast pace. The reason why that's important, guys, for long-term fitness is that it spikes the heart rate big and it drops. It spikes it up and it drops. But doing activity like that for long-term calorie burn from that one given session is very high. Every class we have, even our yoga, power flow. They flow fast, and it slows you down. Your power flows you quicker, slows you down. Heart rate's going up and down like a roller coaster. So if you're doing an activity like that, and maybe you're on a bike, low gears, low intensity, low RPM, boom, let's go a little quicker, a little faster, and then bring it down. Slow, go back faster, bring it down. Also, prevents the old boredom thing where you daydream at the TV too. So a couple of those methods would help you for long term as well. If you're a resistance trainer, if you guys are doing like a circuit, for an example, and for example, some circuits, you'll find a lot of health clubs that have a circuit. But if you do the circuit with the same weight week after week after week after week, it quits working for you. So you need to become more creative. You need to either change the resistance of what you're using, how heavy you're going, or start doing what they'll call a superset. So if I'm doing a circuit in my club, and I'm doing it, like I say, a bench press, as soon as I'm done, rather than sitting there taking my break, which they allow, get up and off the machine, go to the next one, maybe do the back row. As soon as I'm done, come back on over, chest press again, and then back over again. Keep moving. The fidgety energy is what you want because you burn more calories by moving. You gotta keep moving. But a lot of times you will find some circuits, like some health clubs are all a circuit, that's all they are. That works for people in the beginning, but your body will adjust in a period of about 12 weeks. So there's some ideas too with this calendar as well that you can track that, hit training, what you did, what your heart rates were even if you were doing the walking on a treadmill. Maybe you're walking slower, speed it up a little bit faster, slow it down. Maybe, a lot of different methods that you can use with that, but using this little system here. The other thing, guys, for long-term fitness success, remember the key is you want to be able to live. You want to be able to live. I think a lot of times, and that's a big struggle that we have, like with individuals that are really motivated on their fitness journey. They're really motivated. But I always try to let at least our nutritionists that work with them know is that you can only restrict yourself for so long. You can only eat chicken breast, rice, and broccoli every single day for so long, or you can only drink a shake for so long. But eventually, that 12-week number again, it's just like I can't stand these shakes anymore. I can't stand the frozen foods anymore. I can't. It drives me nuts, and we quit. But my ultimate goal was when we first started the health club years ago. I had met Angela Gazal. Angela Gazal, her brothers owned the Parthenon, and I always told her, I had met her years ago. She was a client of mine, and I had told her, if I ever do a club, I want to work with your brothers, and I want those guys to design meals that I feel are healthy, so that the average public can go to their restaurant and actually order that. So what I did is when we started this, I had sat down with Mike and George from the Parthenon. Our nutrition program, as you see, there's called the Shred. That Shred program there's certain foods that are falling into that category that we call superfoods. That's a whole other presentation we do. But the superfood presentation classifies certain proteins that are going to be your best choices, certain carbohydrates that will be your best, and there's some lists of those kinds on that meal plan. So when I met with George, one thing that came to mind when I met with him initially was I always felt that people that failed in fitness felt they could never, and the reason why they failed is they never felt they could go into the real world shows this wrap is 2 servings. You'll know exactly how much you're eating at that time. Greek yogurt marinated chicken pocket, a whole wheat pita pocket, jerk chicken with a wrap, which is actually on a whole wheat wrap, which is the nut superfood. For the fish eater, the wild blackened tilapia, and then for the vegetarian eater as well. Found this to be very successful. We actually hold these foods in our facility. So for people that are at nighttime exercise, they're like, oh man, I have nothing to eat. I grab something on the way home. These are available. They're all fresh. They have an expiration date on them as well. But if you go out to his restaurant, here's an option that people could choose if they were there. Another place that we worked with guys as well was actually the Hollenbeck Farms, J.R. Hollenbeck and Marcy. It's a place called the Creator, a local business as well as these guys. This was very easy, but when it comes to long-term fitness, a lot of times the health food, such as a whole wheat type products, have a bad rap. A lot of people are like, oh, it's dry, it don't taste good. So what we did is we worked with LaCourtier Bakery and then put together a bun that fell into the category as a superfood. It's a whole wheat bun. Now, honestly, the owner, J.R. Hollenbeck, he's like, man, I want to sample that first because if we're going to sell it, people are not going to buy it. You know, I don't want to buy all this food. It's been the most requested bun they have over their white bun. So what this is, you'll find this when you go. It's actually these 2 things are sitting on each one of their tables. And it gives our theory of what the nutrition program is. But they were very easy to work with. Their hamburgers are a grass-fed beef, but in the last 30 days, they are corn-fed, just so you know that. They're not 100% grass-fed. But we also have the chicken that's coming local out of Elmwood over here. Remember here, where we go. Chicken salad is in there as well. Portobello mushroom for the vegetarian, and then a side salad. But the most important reason, again, is if you're a calorie tracker, you can still go out to eat and know where your calories are falling into. So if you had a sandwich, 2 servings though is 424 calories. You know how to track that, keep accountability of that. So the portions are down just correctly and done right. Several others that we've worked with, Juice Stop. The owners of Juice Stop come to the facility. That was one goal as well. I had met with them and I had said, gosh, you know, you guys have so much. I don't have time to go through your book. And I know some of that stuff's 800 to 1,000 plus calories in a smoothie. So I took their #1 seller, which is called the America's Cup. I don't know if you guys have ever had the America's Cup. Changed it to